pero la guardo pa' mí. Ahí nada más, ahí nada más, ahí nada más, ahí nada más. Como el sol que te calienta, como el aire que te da vida, como el agua, no puedes vivir sin ella. Así es mi son, mi rumba, como el sol que te calienta, como el aire que te da vida, como el agua, no puedes vivir sin ella. Así es mi son, mi rumba. Ahí nada más, ahí nada más, ahí nada más.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Virtual Model Hunt International 2020. We are now in phase 2, the commercial challenge. My name is Jeana Turner and I am from America's Next Top Model and I am going to be your host. Last month we hosted and finished phase 1 of the print challenge and you saw our candidates go through 3 different shoots: headshots, commercial, and fashion. And you also got to learn more about our candidates when we interviewed the top 3 online votes and our top 5 overall high scores for the challenge. So doing photo shoots can be an easy task for most models, even aspiring ones. But this year we added the commercial challenge, which has truly pushed our candidates to really up their game. So what is commercial modeling? I know a lot of us probably have a question or two about that. What's the difference between fashion? What's the difference between commercial? And how are they different? Commercial modeling is a type of modeling that is a little more broad, and it's generally compared to other industries, categories in the industry. Commercial modeling is often compared to high fashion and editorial modeling. However, fashion models are hired to model the high fashion brands for designers, and commercial models are there to help sell a product in a brand to a more general public audience. Commercial modeling is really diverse with plenty of room for growth and opportunity. So before I discuss the commercial challenge, I would love to introduce our judges and get some more insight from them. So let's start with Errol Isip. Hi, Errol. I think you're muted, Errol. Let's say hi to everybody.
Hey, Jeana. How are you?
Hello. So Errol is an executive producer of ModelHunt with 20 plus years of experience in the fashion industry. He is also a fashion show choreographer, casting director, and model coach. He's definitely somebody, if you have any questions, Errol's going to be the one to help you and guide you in this industry. And then our second judge is John De Dios, who has been a working photographer since 2001. That's 19 years, John. That's a long time.
I know. It's been a lot. It's been a fun trip, fun journey.
Yes. So you started out as a photojournalist and have been a working professional photographer, photo instructor, and mentor for college students and young mid-career professionals for almost 20 years. John's work has been published internationally with the New York Times, National Geographic, and commercial clients such as Canon USA and Microsoft. He's also a co-producer and chief photographer for ModelHunt International. So he is definitely one to impress right now, you guys. And our next judge is Jeff Kearns. And Jeff has been a force in reality television for over 20 years as an executive producer, co-executive producer, and supervising producer. So you're like a jack of all trades in the producing world, Jeff.
Absolutely.
Yes, you have worked for numerous popular series, including 16 seasons of MTV's The Real World and 3 seasons of Project Runway on Lifetime. Jeff is the producer of Netflix hit dating show right now that has launched this year. You guys, Love is Blind, if you haven't heard of it. It is an Emmy-nominated show for an outstanding cast for a reality program, an outstanding structured reality program. His latest program is a Netflix series that is launching September 9th called Get Organized with the Home Edit. And in each episode, they'll go over small spaces in celebrity and everyday people homes. So I think, Jeff, we need to talk because I'm moving into a new house soon.
Absolutely. Yeah, everybody needs to organize, right?
Exactly. Yes, I need some organization in my life. And our last judge is Russell Frank. Russell is the lead print, runway, and fashion agent at Envy Model Management, which has offices in LA, and Las Vegas. Russell has been surrounded in the fashion industry his entire life. He has a degree in fashion marketing, which led him into wardrobe styling for editorial magazines, personal clients, TV, and fashion productions. He was introduced into the industry as a scouting agent for new faces, and for the last 5+ years has been a fashion agent here based in LA and now Vegas, of course. So nice to meet you, Russell.
Nice to meet you too.
And then last but not least, we want to introduce you guys to our tech man, Alan Davis. He is an Emmy award-winning documentarian and has produced video content for companies such as Canon USA, ARI, National Geographic, and the National Science Foundation. When he isn't producing content, you can find him playing with his dog, Mercy.
Sorry, I had to get her in there somehow. Mercy's also a regular on the shoots too.
Is Mercy around? I would love to meet Mercy. I haven't met Mercy yet.
She's actually not around right now. She's wondering why I'm sitting underneath a big bright light.
Yes, all of my animals are doing the same exact thing right now.
For sure.
So let's have a quick chat with our judges, starting off with Errol.
Hey.
Hi. So how was planning for this challenge? Was it easier or harder compared to last month's print challenge?
I mean, in general, it is hard, with COVID and all that. So we want to make sure, of course, the most important thing about doing all of this activity is the health and safety of everyone,
Right.
not just my team, the candidates, everyone backstage and all that crew. So want to make sure that's very, we keep everyone safe, right?
Yes.
In terms of, if you want to compare the photo shoot from this challenge It is a little bit harder because a lot of candidates have done photo shoots already. I guess that's, it's easy. Everyone would already has their own photo shoots, whether it was, with their friend or whatever. But I think doing a commercial and doing a casting video is more challenging. So we did a lot of workshops with them, and even during the shooting itself, we have to actually encourage them how to do it, how to coach them how to do it properly, because some of them are quite shy, or they haven't done it, they haven't done it before. So all those things. So yeah, but I'm so proud of them. They did an amazing job.
Good. I'm really, really glad to hear that. Okay, so let's move on to John. So John, how did you think the candidates did in this round? Did you see some improvements and see some more confidence compared to phase one?
Well, I mean, as Errol was saying, we have a really great group of candidates this time, and they have a lot of confidence in front of a camera for still photography, for photo shoots, and so adding that video component was, I think, threw some of them off, but I think overall most of them did really, really well. Some of them had to get over the shyness to get through the video part. One of the models even talked about how she shocked herself with what she was able to do once we were doing the casting videos. So that was really fun to watch. As Errol said, we're really proud of how they did, and you can see a lot of the ones who really stepped up to the challenge from last time and did fantastic. So they did great.
Great. That's so good to hear. Okay, so Jeff, congratulations on Love is Blind.
Thank you.
So
it's
did
a
you
team
ever,
effort, but yes,
I'm sure it wasn't just you, but you were a big part of it. So did you ever think the show was going to be as successful as it is?
We never know what the audience is going to think. We just hope and pray that the audience is excited to see what we've done. And obviously this show is a big hit. A lot of it has to do with the way the show was structured, the way that the show was casted. I think the cast was phenomenal, and they fell in love, and there was the three-way relationship. So I think there was a lot going on there. But yeah, we're very proud and very excited that the show is so successful.
Great. And can you tell us a little bit more about your newest show launching on September 9th on Netflix?
Yeah, absolutely. It's called Get Organized with the Home Edit, and it follows these two ladies that own a home organizing company in Nashville, Tennessee called The Home Edit. Okay. And their clients are a variety. That's celebrity clients and everyday people. And what they do is they go to people's homes and organize small spaces, such as a pantry, a closet, maybe a child's playroom, or a storage shed or something like that. So it's going to people's homes, helping them get organized. And these ladies have a lot of fun. They're kind of, goofy and quirky. And so you learn a lot and you're entertained at the same time.
That's really awesome. Yeah, I'm definitely going to reach out to you about that, because I have some really tiny spaces that I need seriously organized, and my brain I can't do it.
It's all about the details. It's all about the details. And they organize in rainbow. So that also helps.
Oh, that's beautiful. I try to do that with my closet, and I fail every week because I do laundry, and that's when it fails.
Oh. It's the maintenance. It's the maintenance for sure.
It is. Okay, last but not least, we have Russell. Hi. Okay. How is the business of modeling, working in an agency right now during COVID? How has that been? Do you have less or more work?
I would say it definitely has shifted as far as the different projects that are coming in, the different projects for the roster, and how the whole process is going for the castings and callbacks and the bookings. It's a different process that everybody is learning to adjust to, just in order to be safe and take precautions that are needed in the industry. So.
Got it. So we always know that trends change as far as fashion, and also what models, images you're looking for. So what kind of models are they booking nowadays? General and personal question, because I'm still working and I want to
know. It's very different now, because it's just in the end it's about the castings with because it's right now everything is pretty much just self tapes or Zooms, kind of like what we're doing now. It's very different because for the model side, they're not very accustomed to doing self-tapes and things like that. They're more used to being inside the room. If it's something for apparel, e-com, they're used to trying on the clothes, and now it's completely different. The e-com clients are doing outside castings inside tents so that they get space and there's like moving air and whatnot. And the self-tapes models, you're not used to like doing a different scene and facial expressions and talking about yourself on camera, right, and sending it into the casting to be an option for the project. So it's a little different, and as far as like the people they're looking for, they're just looking for who can bring it in the self-tapes. And again, models, like we were talking earlier, a lot of the models are used to just like taking photos and being on like still photography, where now it's like they have to bring their energy and their self-tapes and their castings, a lot like what this round is about, bringing different personalities.
Have you had any jobs and like unique projects where you've had to tell your model to revamp her entire house to become a set?
Yes, I did. Because it's one that we did last month. It was actually a Facebook commercial, and it had to, the model that I booked on it, the first self-tape he sent in, it was kind of dry, and I was like, no, like, you need to be extra. You need to be very super energetic. And I know you're used to being a model, used to being the editorial, but like you need to be more energy, think more commercial.
Live, yeah.
Yeah. So then when he booked the job, they asked, it was a 3-hour, they call it like a tech fitting, where they have to rearrange the entire room, and it was all done through like FaceTime or Zoom, where they had to like, do you like it this way, do you like it that way? In the end, it wasn't any way that he would ever put his room, but obviously to do in order, for the job, for the client, again, it's adapting to the new reality, what it is, filming from home sometimes.
Yes, we definitely have a new normal. I know I have revamped my different rooms in my house to look a million different ways, and they always look different. And it blows my mind that like this wasn't the normal before. In a way, like we could have been creating all kinds of content beforehand, right?
Exactly.
On set, but it's a very unique experience now. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I want to talk to you guys about phase 2 of Model Hunt. For our commercial challenge, we coached our candidates to do a casting video, which I know Russell just mentioned. And a casting video is a perfect tool that modeling agencies use to present a model to clients and casting directors, aside from comp cards or portfolios or what you would normally bring in person to a casting, besides your beautiful personality. And especially now in the middle of a pandemic, models and agencies can send in videos for castings and auditions. Each casting video is, of course, a little bit different because each model is unique and different. No casting video should be alike. So we've asked our candidates to do a short intro video about themselves and show different angles and showcase their acting skills with some simple expressions. So I want to ask our judges, what did you guys look for when you were scoring the casting videos? And did anyone specifically stand out from you? Or for you? Let's start this time with Russell. What do you think?
I think for me, one of the things that kind of stood out was a lot of the extra energy that, some of the contestants was performing, because it's all about the energy. And one of the things that, when I'm talking with my models, my rosters, and they're, we're going over what happened at the castings when it was in person, they always like the ones that are like giving a little bit of extraness, that extra energy, a little bit over the top. Kind of the things that I've constantly heard over the times of me being an agent is that they like it when you can give more, because they know that they can scale it down when you're on set and you actually book the job. So I think that for me, that was one of the things that stood out from a lot of the top folks that came in on this competition.
Okay. And then next I want to ask Jeff, was there anyone that stood out for you and anything you looked for specifically when scoring to pick that standout?
I mean, I have to agree with Russell. It's about that energy. And for me, it's also the personality. I want to get a sense of what makes you different. You have a beautiful face, you have a fantastic body, but what makes you stand out from everybody else?
Right.
And it's how you present yourself. It's that confidence, but not cockiness. There's a fine line between that. Yes. And it's like we said, it's the energy, and the energy also too just can't be over the top. But like Russell said, it's good to have great energy, And if it's too much, we can always dial it back just a tad. Someone who really stood out for me was Carla. I felt like she has that confidence, but it's not over the top. And she had great energy. I was intrigued by what she was doing. She kept me entertained for her 1.5-minute video.
That's awesome. Congratulations, Carla. That's a big, big compliment. Okay, so Errol, what about you?
It's very hard to, pick the top because obviously they're all good for me. But the only thing that I would say, obviously, their confidence and their personality, as what Russell and Jeff said. But for me, really, what's important for me is for them to follow our instructions, follow the assignments, because that's really something important when you go to a whether it's a photo shoot or commercial shoot or a casting or a project itself. If you're not prepared, you don't know how to follow instructions, then I don't know what's going to happen with you during that shoot. So yeah, that's very important for me.
Yeah, I agree with you. As a working model now, I can tell you that like taking direction and being able to digest other people's suggestions is probably the biggest key in being successful as a working model right now. So I agree. I definitely agree with that. John, what about you? Anyone stand out for you?
Well, I mean, as Errol said, it's hard for us to really pick one, but because so many of our models are so naturally beautiful, and they have that, they're so photogenic. But to piggyback on what Russell and Jeff and Errol have already said, it's really, the confidence is really what sets them apart from the pack, right? And to show a little bit of the personality without going over the top, and still be able to have a commanding presence. But and what Errol also emphasizes, coming to the shoots prepared is a really big thing, because I think for a lot of the models who are a little on the shy side, being prepared really helped them kind of get over that hump. So I think that was probably what what everybody's already said, is just the confidence and just personality is really a big thing for this kind of a challenge.
I completely agree. Okay, thank you guys for that feedback. So aside from the casting videos, ModelHunt produced a commercial video for the candidates where they got to have a taste of shooting for a commercial ad, like a real life commercial ad. Since there are 30 candidates, we divided the candidates into 2 groups, and we have 2 commercials. So let's watch the first part of the commercial video now. And here it is. Alan?
I didn't think I could be a model.
I didn't think I could be a model. I didn't think I could be a model because I felt like I didn't fit in.
Because I'm too shy and I wear braces.
Because I didn't think I fit in.
Because I was too skinny and insecure.
Because I didn't think people would accept me for me.
Because I was too shy.
Because I'm plus size.
I was told I'm just not attractive enough.
Because I was too skinny.
Because I wasn't confident enough.
But now I know that people love me for who I am.
Because I'm voluptuous and beautiful.
But now I know I'm flawless.
Because I'm confident.
But now I know I belong.
Because braces don't matter.
Perfectly imperfect.
But now I know I do.
But now I'm confident.
But now I know that I'm absolutely amazing. Now is our time.
This is our time. Now is our time.
Now is our time.
Now is our time.
Now is our time.
Now is our time.
Now is our time.
Now is my time.
Now it's our time.
Now is our time.
Wow, that was such an inspirational video and very, very relatable, which I'm really proud to say being the commercial challenge for you guys. You guys did a really great job, and Perfect really stood out for me because that's a major thing when it comes to commercial ability as a model. So great job. Before we announce the top 5 online votes and judges score, let's take a look again at all of our candidates. Alan? You all killed it. I love seeing the masks incorporated into everyday fashion. It's actually really, really cool. So now let's move on to the most exciting part, the announcement of our top 5 online voting scores. After that, we will announce our highest and lowest scores from our judges. Here are our top 5 online voting scores. Alan, can you play the video?
So first of all, congratulations, Citlali, for being on the top 5 online.
Yeah, I'm very excited about that.
Cool. Were you surprised you're on the top 5 online?
I was very surprised. I didn't know I would be on the top 5.
Why?
Well, first of all, I'm a little I'm very young and I'm 9 years old and I'm competing against a lot of adults.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt like some teenagers and 20 years old and adults would be in the top 5, not me. But then I was in the top 5.
So anything you want to say to your friends, followers, family who voted for you?
Yeah, I want to say thank you. And I mean, the comments made my whole week, guys. So I want to thank all the fans and followers and for all the lovely support I've had for this. I mean, this was a big surprise. I don't think a lot of people even knew my age before. And so I appreciate it. I appreciate that you guys have made this such a diverse competition. And I really want to thank Mahogany, your makeup artist, who gave me cheekbones that people could safely bungee jump off of. I wish she lived with me right now.
Yep, she's amazing. She's gonna be back for our runway shoot. So yes,
that's when I'm gonna kidnap her. I told her she'll have a lovely life. Come on. Do you like dogs?
Yeah.
That way I'll look like that every day. But yeah, and also the day that we shot it, I just had so much fun with all of you. So.
How does it feel to be at the top 5 online votes?
Honestly, I think it's it's super exciting, and also it's just like a stress relief, because that week it was just like, okay, let's get these votes in, let's promote it. And so it was really fun and exciting, and to be here now, I feel like it's so I don't know. Like, it's really exciting. It's super gratifying to be like, you know, we put in the work and here we are. So yeah.
Were you surprised to be on the top 5?
Yes, I feel like everyone really was giving everyone a run for their money. Everyone was really like everyone was just fluctuating on certain days. Some people would just skyrocket and other people would skyrocket. And I was kind of like trying to be strategic in how I promoted it. So that way I would kind of like sneak in at the last moment, but also kind of like gradually grow it.
What did you do to, you know, ask your friends and family to vote for you?
It was a lot of, I just mainly kept a certain group, which is my siblings, my immediate family, my mom, and, you know, my cousins. Just consistently made sure, you know, hey guys, this many days left of voting. You know, if you haven't voted yet, you know, please support me, you know, just because, you know, if it was them, I'm quick to support. So, you know, I just made sure I reinforced like, hey, like, please support me. You helped get me to LA. So now, you know, I know the important part is to continue to support me by, you know, participating in the votes, because that's just as important as getting me into this competition. You know, I want to stay in it. So.
We had a little mute issue there. Congratulations, everybody. I'm very, very, very proud of all of you guys. So now we're going to move on to our 5 lowest judges scores. Alan?
I'm Jonathan Olson. I'm 23. I'm 5'11", and I enjoy playing tennis.
How do you feel you are on the bottom 5 of the judges score?
I don't know. It was a little bit more challenging, like for the challenge than I was expecting it would be. So I thought I could probably do like a little bit better. But yeah, it was just a little bit more of a difficult challenge, I guess.
So during the shoot, Jonathan, what were you thinking? What was in your head at that moment?
I mean, I had a couple things up in my head. Like, I was just trying to make sure that I had the first part down, from like making sure I had the correct movements and that. And then with the acting part, I kind of felt like I could have practiced that a little bit better. And I just had a little bit of a harder time with that one. So I feel like I could have prepared a lot better for it.
Did you do any acting school or any like theater projects?
Not yet. No, I actually haven't gotten into any kind of like acting or theater yet. But it's something I do eventually want to do, so that I can improve on that area, because I feel like I could definitely do a lot better in that area. So
cool. Alan, John?
No. Yeah, for sure you can improve. You're so handsome.
The biggest thing, John, is just like, you know.
He's already red.
My name is Landon Pickering. I am 18 years old. I am 5'9". I was born in Gilbert, Arizona. I'm going to be going to ASU this year for mechanical engineering, and I work at a trampoline park for fun.
Hi, my name's Sean Smith. I'm 20 years old. My height is 6'1". Some hobbies I have is stock markets. I like fine arts, music, and work, of course, because everybody loves that.
Hi, Sean. You are on the bottom 5. Are you surprised that you are in that you have that scores?
No, not at all.
Why do you think so?
I came in really nervous. I didn't get the same confidence I had in the auditions, and I felt like that was definitely messing with my ability to perform that day.
So what do you think you should do for the next challenge?
I think I'm gonna need a lot more confidence going into it. The knowledge prior to the actual action of doing it would definitely help. If I had studied a bit more, I think I would have been more in a place of like where I would have been able to utilize what I was doing. That makes
Hi, my name is Luisa Marina Torres. I'm 5'2". I'm 20 years old, and my interests are in makeup and fashion.
So Luisa, how do you feel that you are on the bottom 5 of the judges score?
Well, like, I'm pretty disappointed in myself because I know I could have done better. I just like let a lot of things, get in the way of that. Like my anxiety. I was nervous, just like other personal things going on, and I was just like, not really. I wasn't really there, like in the photo shoot, like doing the challenge. I was just focused on other stuff, and that's why, like, I think that for sure, like made it harder, like it just. But I mean, I am disappointed in myself, but I think, like next time for the next challenge, I'll for sure, like push myself, and I think I'll be okay. I think I'll do good for sure.
What did you learn about yourself from the challenge?
I kind of shocked myself. I kind of shocked myself, like when when it was, I think, like the angry one or something. Yeah, like I was actually like, okay, like, all right, like actually, like, you see, I could do it. Like if I really just, like let my nerves go away, like I could actually do it.
Yeah.
So I shocked myself. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Destiny Herzog. I'm 19 years old and I'm 5'6". My hobbies include hiking, traveling, and spending time with my friends.
Mute. Jeana?
Can
There you go.
you guys hear me?
There you go.
Okay, I don't know why I'm having these tech
Yes.
difficulties. I usually don't. Okay, so now we're gonna move
No
on
worries.
to our top 5 highest judges scores. Here we go.
Hi, my name is Yolanda. I'm 5'7", 49 years old. My hobbies include traveling, cooking, and learning new things. I'm interested in entertainment production.
Hi, my name is Kai. I'm 21 years old, I'm 5 feet 5 inches tall, and I love music, bodybuilding, and art.
So, Kai, what do you feel about being on the top 5 judges score?
I'm just grateful. I'm happy. I'm very proud. I can say that. I'm definitely proud. But again, just all in all, I'm just grateful.
Being in the trans category, what do you think is ModelHunt doing for you?
You know, it's shedding light on the trans community because it's showing that, you know, just because we're trans doesn't mean we can't do certain things. You know, like, definitely to the trans community, like, don't let your anxiety, your dysphoria hold you back. Like, just because you're trans does not mean you can't fit in. You can't be included in something, especially something that you love or like to do, that you have a passion for, you know? So it definitely makes us feel much more included also. You know, just dedicating a category for the trans community and a diverse model hunt, because the trans community, we suffer a lot of hate, you know, so it's nice to come across a platform like this where we're so included, and I thank you guys for that.
Hello, my name is Christopher Ramirez. I'm 19 years old and I stand 5'8". Some of my hobbies include writing, painting, swimming, hiking, anything to stay active as well as spreading positivity. And some of my interests are acting, fashion, and modeling.
Okay, Chris, congratulations. What do you feel about being the top 5 judges score?
So being in the top 5 judges score is definitely such a huge honor, especially for someone like me that comes from like a place that no one has really heard of. I live in Escondido, California, and Escondido in English means hidden or like to hide. And for a guy like me that is in the city, literally dedicated for its hiddenness, it's definitely such a huge honor. And I don't know what else to say.
Hello, my name is Micah Cerrone. I am 6'2" and also 24 years old. My hobbies include acting, modeling, figure skating, culinary arts, singing, and playing the piano. My interests are social media or anything to do with the entertainment industry as a whole, whether that includes acting, modeling, fashion, or anything to do with the arts in general.
Micah, what do you feel about being the top 5 judges score?
Kind of, at that moment of like those 3 seconds that you just asked me that and I didn't have anything to say, it's almost like literally speechless, especially coming from the caliber of judges that are, looking at our work and judging us on what we're able to create, not only on a creative level, but also on a professional level with what you are teaching us with modeling and different aspects of portraying emotions through acting. And I don't know, I'm really humbled and grateful and, like that this hard work is paying off and that people are seeing that.
Hi there, I'm Carla. I'm 56, 5'10", 6'5", with the hair and heels. My hobbies and interests include stand-up comedy and spirituality, teaching dance, practicing yoga. I like to be as flexible as my morals. Also writing and fashion and anything having to do with animals. I might like dogs more than people.
What did you learn from this challenge or experience?
I learned to I learned to stay still and not to have the G.I. Joe Kung Fu grip with my hands. And to, just to be calm and take it a little more slow so that people watching your casting video can drink it in. And again, to have a combination of your direction and being myself.
Congratulations, candidates. I definitely saw so much commercial potential in those videos. I almost went through every emotion as you guys were acting them out. So really, really good job. Now I want to ask the judges for their feedback. What do you guys think the candidates did well and what made them stand out? Let's start with Jeff.
Oh, on the spot. I felt like the candidates really brought their personality, especially with obviously our top five. I already mentioned I felt like Carla really brought it. She was funny, she was energetic, but she wasn't over the top. I felt Christopher also was, unique and different and energetic and fun. And Micah too. I think Micah is a star as well. So I'm just very impressed. I know everybody's up and coming, and I know where everybody's coming from. These are their hopes and their dreams. And everybody's, you can tell, is putting in the effort, and it's really showing. Keep it up.
Definitely. Okay, Errol, what do you think the candidates did well and what made them stand out to you?
Yeah, so I'll start with the bottom five, and I'm gonna be giving more comments and feedback because I was there and I was the one teaching them what to do and all that. So I'll start with Jonathan. I think Jonathan was very conscious about himself and the crew. So he was like, as he said, he was just thinking too much rather than although he practiced, he sent his assignment and all that. I think when he was shooting it, he immediately forgot all of that and he got just so nervous. Landon, I know he's been busy with work and with school and all that, so he didn't have time really to do any of the assignments, so he didn't know really what to do, and he was again very nervous. He even forgot the lines. Sean, on the other hand, he just came on that day from Arizona. He drove, I don't know, 8 hours. So he was mentally and physically tired, so that's very hard. It's very important when you're going to a shoot or a casting, make sure you have a proper rest, right, Jeana?
Yes, definitely. That is a must.
You can't party the night before and then go to a casting or a shoot.
I mean, you can, but you're not going to your A game. That's a definite.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't party, but you know what I mean. Yeah. Luisa, so she had a personal problem, and I think that really, held her up on what she's doing. She started good, and then eventually she was just, she wasn't there.
Right.
She wasn't there mentally. And so I think that's very important because, in modeling or any job, right? Like if you have any personal matter, like when I did my event in 2016 with Dolce Gabbana, it's like one of my biggest events, right?
Yes.
And my dad passed away. I had to be strong, right? I had to compose myself and I had to focus on my event. And then after my event, that's when, that all came up.
Yeah.
And then lastly, Destiny. Again, I think she didn't do any of the assignments, so she didn't know what to do on the day of the shoot. So yeah, again, what I mentioned earlier, being prepared, before coming to the casting and all that. And in terms of the top five, I'll start with Yolanda. I like her determination. She wasn't really on the top from the last challenge, but she sent us an email. She spoke to me during the shoot. She was asking me, what can I do to improve and all that. So I love that from her. And it shows. That's why she's on the top five now. Kai did a really, really great job. He was very confident, great smile. Chris, I also, again, I agree with Jeff. He was very natural, a lot of personality. And of course, Micah and Carla both were very confident. They, the delivery, the voice control, they even added their own personality, which I love.
Yes.
I think that's what casting directors and producers are looking for, right? To have your own personality aside from what you're acting. Carla, you were so gorgeous and glowing. And Micah, you were so natural and comfortable in front of the camera. You're already a pro.
Yeah, they both definitely are like pro status level already. Okay, John, any feedback for the contestants?
Yeah, I mean, Errol already covered so much, but I think it was pretty obvious, right? You could tell from the bottom five versus the top five of how different they were. How the top five, they're also photogenic, but the top five really delivered with their personality. They really brought that extra energy to pop, to stand above the rest, and I think that was really so much more special, and Jeff and Errol brought up how, Chris has such an easygoing confidence about himself in front of the camera. Same as what Errol said about Yolanda. It's just, she's really improved. She put a lot of time in preparing for this challenge. Kai is just such a nonchalant character. And then we have Micah and Carla, who I think are like neck and neck in kind of like their energy and almost their on-screen presence. So that was just so much fun to participate. And as you mentioned, when we were filming this, it was like I caught myself kind of acting along. Luckily, I had the mask on, so that wasn't a distraction for anybody, because it was like, I'm like, oh my gosh, wait, why am I feeling sad? And so it was really fun seeing that extra energy, because it really ropes you in, right? And so I think that's something that some of our bottom candidates can really take note about, is really bring it, just go for broke and put more personality and just have fun with it. I think that's kind of like the biggest thing, is just,
So you don't recommend going to a commercial casting with a mask on?
Well, you can take it off, right? Once
No.
You got to wear it for safety.
No, but that's what it's. It's funny. I realize it is actually really hard to tell emotion with a mask on. It's really hard to tell if someone's angry or sad or, So it's actually really interesting you brought that up.
It's a good practice for the eyes, right?
Definitely. You have to analyze the eyeballs. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and last but not least, we have Russell. So what do you think the candidates did well, and what made them really pop for you?
I think for me, it's kind of like what the other judges kind of already touched base on. It's a lot with the showing the different emotions, with your facial expressions. I'm a person who likes to talk with my hands a lot. And so when those of them like Carla and Micah, who, they spoke with their hands, it showed expressive. More emotions, more of one. Very expressive, exactly. I think that's kind of one of the things that helped them stood out versus some of them who kind of use just their face, because you have this huge, this wider camera frame that had like half their body shown. So utilize that whole space when you're doing like castings and things like that. And then Louisa, same thing like what Earl said earlier. It's that old saying, you know, if you have problems or issues, leave them at the door, especially when you go into your castings. You know, you want to be able to leave it at the door and just put all your mindset focus on what's ahead of you for that casting, for that
100%
audition.
agree with that statement right there. All right, thank you, judges. And finally, our top 5 overall highest scores. And now this is a combination of online votes and judges' scores. So, Alan, go ahead and play our video. In 5th place, we have Christopher Ramirez. In 4th place, we have Juliana James. 3rd place, Kai Davis. 2nd place is Carla Collins. And our 1st place winner is Micah Cerrone. Yay! Congratulations, candidates, especially massive, massive congratulations to Micah. Make sure you guys are ready for next month's runway challenge. I'm a runway girl myself, so I am expecting so much from you guys. So before we end our show, let's go ahead and watch part 2 of the commercial video. Alan?
I didn't think I could be a model.
I didn't think I could be a model.
I didn't think I could be a model because I was shy.
I didn't think that I could be a model because I was too short.
I didn't think I could be a model
Because I thought it was something you had to start from young.
Because I was too short. Because I was too shy.
I never thought I could be a model.
because I was never skinny enough.
Too old, too heavy,
Too short.
I didn't think this was the look people wanted to see.
Because I was too old.
But now I know I am perfectly aged fine wine.
I know that I'm worthy and there's no one like me.
But now I know I'm confident.
But now I know anyone can model at any age.
But now, confident. But now I know I can because I have the confidence to be one.
Because my flaws are what make me beautiful.
Because of my stretch marks and my smile.
My uniqueness is what made me beautiful.
But now I know I'm unique.
but now I know I'm unique.
But now I know I'm age limitless.
Now is our time.
And now is our time.
Now is our time. Now is our time.
Now it's our time.
Now is our time.
Now, this is our time.
Now 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 is our time.
Amazing, amazing video, you guys. And again, so inspirational on so many different levels. I am beyond proud of you guys and personally can identify with so much of that myself. So it's definitely your time right now. But that's it, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We will be back on September 26th here on Facebook Live for our Runway Show Challenge. Stay tuned to our Facebook and Instagram for the latest updates and news. Again, I am Jeana Turner. Be well, be safe, and see you all soon.